What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Bloodline Breakdown. We're back. Feels like it's been a wild week already, and everything is moving fast and fast. Martina is here with me. We are here together. How are you doing tonight?
I'm very well, Nick. How are you?
I'm here. I'm alive. I made it. Another week, but ready to rock and roll. What do we want to talk about tonight?
Okay, Cody. Well, tonight we're going to be reviewing another video from our friend WrestleChop. He doesn't know it, but he's our friend. Why do you say that? Because that man's brain is basically the same as ours and Brooks and a lot of other people in the Roman Empire who have been saying very similar arguments, very similar opinions on things. And this evening, we're going to be reacting to Wrestle Chop's video, specifically called The Jey Uso Problem That's Not Going Away. And first of all, shout out to Wrestle Chop. He has a great channel, great content. Go subscribe to him. And while you're at it, subscribe to Sleeper Sports Media, subscribe to Tribal Rain Media, subscribe to Martina Talks Wrestling, like, follow, share, subscribe, all the things. Did I miss anything?
I don't think so. Twitters, YouTubes, Twitches, Facebooks, all the above.
Instagram if you're feeling fancy, everything. All
TikTok.
the all right. All the above. And to those that are in the chat, oh hey, Mr. All Days Off. Hey, oh marvelous Martina. That's got a nice ring to it. I like that. I like that. And don't forget, guys, to like Mr. All Days Off did here, don't be shy. Say hello in the chat and give us feedback because a lot of our content is driven by you guys. For example, this was it's so funny how we're all in sync. We were going to do this video anyway, but one of our big supporters, she goes by the Bloodlines whore on Twitter. That's not being facetious. That's her handle, but her real name is Brooke. She's a friend of the channel. She's a great mind in this wrestling universe. She also sent this to us, and I think a couple other people did too. Like this has been highly requested. So these are the types of things we like to do. So if there's something you want to hear our opinions on, if there's one thing we're going to do is some Cody slander and some opinions. So don't be shy. Send it over, DM it, let us know in the chat. And if you're watching this later, that is you. Shout out to there she is. There she is. Don't hesitate to also comment underneath videos, and if there's something else that you want us to see, let us know. Because we want to give the people what they want. And also the reason why I was saying don't be shy and say hello is because we can see that there's people here, but we can't shout you out and acknowledge you properly unless you're in the chat and we know who you are. So help us help you.
Yeet.
Ye- Hey
Yeah.
Robert.
Happy early birthday.
That's right. Happy early birthday.
We will make sure to note that for our two streams tomorrow, SmackDown and then the Final Bell, which will of course be very fun and very interesting given that I do work on Saturday, so my arm will be twisted once again, I'm sure. Brooke, looking at you, looking at me, looking at Martina, twisting my arm and everything. So that's gonna be fun.
We
And
know how.
our SmackDown 3 hours tomorrow, which is gonna be crazy.
My gosh, I forgot about that. That's right. Robert pointed, or no, Mr. All Days Off. Yes, like you just said, Nick, SmackDown is going to be 3 hours and Raw is going back to 2 hours in October. I said this before and I'll say it again. With all these changes, I need a chart. Like if you guys, if you're here and you're good at infographics and flow charts and graphs and charts, please make one because it's hard to keep track of where everything is going to be. Like, we went from Fox to what Fox to USA, and then we're going to go to USA to Netflix, and it's a lot going on right now. So I'm a visual person. I need a chart so I don't go to the wrong place on the wrong day.
No
He
yeet.
said no yeet. Well, you. Oh hey Jeff. Hey. Awesome American Truck Simulator. Say what? American Truck Simulator. American Truck. Not Mr. Not BET Plus. Really? Oh, sorry, we clicked it at the same time. Not BET Plus. Oh man, there
They
is something everywhere though.
according to Uncle Dave, they do have a deal with Warner Bros. In place where they're going to keep the pay-per-view model, but also put it on to HBO Max. I guess there's going to be something involving HBO Max with the pay-per-views. He also was
Well,
saying, uh,
we've got, also Peacock is still going to be the home of the PLEs. And then they're going to have a live event on NBC. And then we're getting Saturday main event. Like, see what I'm saying? It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot going on.
if Cody turned heel in AEW, I'd get behind him a little bit. In AEW,
I think he meant in WWE. Well, I understand what you're saying, Robert, because when he was in AEW, I was rooting for him. I did want to see him turn heel, but he basically made this whole bit of like refusing to turn heel, which is pretty much the same thing he's doing now, but just with a title and more tiers. So, he's consistent. I'll give him that. Very consistent. He's going to clutch his title for dear life and he's going to cry. What else, Nick? Talk about
Sniffle.
his sniffle. Talk about his dad, his wife, or his daughter.
Dog.
Name dog, of course, Pharaoh. So how could I forget that? Name drop another company like NWA, and the crowd's like, ah. I'm like, guys, it was cool the first time. It was cool the first time, but now we're like, okay, we've heard this before. We get
Yep.
it. You've been in different promotions. So is everybody else at this point.
But he won't name drop the big one.
Okay. A certain someone, a certain tribal chief. Just say what you mean, sir. Just say what you mean. Just spit it out.
Why is SmackDown 3 hours tomorrow? I bet the cage match will be like 40 minutes. That is apparently kicking off SmackDown, as Triple H did announce on Twitter.
Oh.
And he said for the rest of the show, you'll have to find out. So I don't know what we're going to get promoted tomorrow and advertised for tomorrow. But the steel cage match will apparently kick off SmackDown being back on USA.
I actually didn't know that. But
Yeah,
so that'll be like the
Mhm.
how many times have we seen Cody kick off the show now? My tribal chief would never. Our OTC would never.
No, Timu Tribal Chief will. He has no problem doing it.
Well, I will give it to them. They have been working hard. They opened the show, they closed the show, they were on NXT. Like they put in work. And if you guys didn't see it, you should just please go look up the clip of when they dropped in, more like kicked the door in to NXT. I love how they just come in and clean house. Like they don't discriminate. Like you can get these hands and you can get these hands. Doesn't matter if you won or lost. They came through and wrecked the Street Profits and Nathan Frazier and Axiom. They left everybody laid out, and they were shirtless. So if you're into that, go check it out.
And Ava quote tweeted it, a video of them wreaking havoc, and said, "If y'all wanted to show up to NXT, you could have just asked."
They're like, we don't ask. We just, like I said, kick the door in. We here. I love you, Solo.
They definitely do not love Ava.
Well, a lot of people have beef with her. She's like the Adam Pearce of NXT.
Oh,
Fraxium.
She's less than a stooge though. Fraxium.
No, she's definitely not stooge. No, I don't mean it like that. No, not in a derogatory way, but just that like everybody seems to be beefing with her. Like, why'd you book me in this match? And why'd you do that? Nick Aldis, he's more like, look, I love how when someone's talking, he comes in the ring and is like, y'all want to do this? Do you want to do this? You want to do this? It's official. Yeah, they
money everyone on NXT.
Everybody. Equal opportunity smoke dealers. You can get the smoke, you can get the smoke, you can get the smoke. Everybody can get the smoke.
They got the yeet down.
Yeet. Ava thought you invited your family. That's true. Oh, sorry. Let me let you do it because I keep undoing it. Sorry. Yeah, I know that is kind of funny. Her trying to act like she didn't know they were coming. Oh no, family's here.
Whatever will we do?
Oh no, maybe we should run. Oh, too late. You okay down there? You okay? Well, we got a good amount of people here. Do you think maybe we could? Is it we wanted to make sure we had enough people here because y'all don't want to miss this. Like this is going to be one that I'm confident a lot of people here are going to say, like, I said that because I said that the entire video. That's what that's what I know, right? You're going to be doing the same thing.
And we've been doing that for weeks after weeks after weeks after weeks. Rumors are Motor City Machine Guns will be face of NXT Tag Team Division when they come to CW. Yeah, that was I saw that one early this morning. I had posted that out that they are rumored to have signed and be sealed, and they are delivered, and they will make their debut on the CW on October 1st in Chicago.
Are they signed, sealed, and delivered though? Signed, sealed, and delivered, all three?
According to the good old rumors on the fabulous platform known as Twitter.
I didn't know that, but that's awesome.
Wesley had something to do with attacking the Rascals. Can't wait for MMG. They are awesome.
I was introduced to them on AEW. I've seen them a couple times, but I'm not really that familiar with their body of work. But I have Google, so I will definitely look more into them.
Google, YouTube, Twitter, all the above.
All the things.
All right. So
all right, y'all ready? Are you ready? That's too easy. I cannot listen.
I'll click play, and then anytime you want me to stop it for sidebar, just let me know, and I'll click pause.
I'll just go like this. Is that okay?
Yep.
This is football, right? Touchdown.
Timeout.
Okay. See, that's why I asked.
like Jimmy Uso whenever he's getting beat down. Timeout. I'm calling a timeout in the middle of the match.
He's cheating.
All right, here we go.
This is my impression of the WWE if it was an actual person. No yeet. Impression over. What the heck is going on? WWE, why are you no yeet?
Can we turn it up a little bit?
You have a Jey Uso golden opportunity, and you have turned it into a Jey Uso problem. Is this Jey Uso problem an actual problem, or am I just like, I don't know, Jey Uso's fine. Let him just do whatever he wants to do. He's making money. That's all that matters. Well, I mean, that mindset. Do you think Stone Cold Steve Austin was like, I don't need championships. I'm selling T-shirts. That's my Stone Cold Steve Austin impression. This is a video of impressions, apparently. How is this guy still over? The crowds are going crazy for Jey Uso, and yet they do nothing with him. Triple H, you are a booking genius. You can long-term book like nobody else. You are great and phenomenal, and yet, I'm going to say it, sometimes Triple H, you make some very questionable decisions. The handling of Chad Gable right now, I'm really, really trying hard to be patient, but like, I don't know what's going on with him, and that's an issue all.
I'm sorry, Mr. All Day is off. He asked, could you make it full screen? It is a little small.
Gotcha.
Thank you. Here we go.
Of course.
Thanks, Mr. All Day's off. Yeah, I know. I was going like this. He said you were missing the timeout. I was like, pineapples.
All right. Ready?
Ready.
All right.
By itself, and I too have a problem, a subscriber problem. I need 10,000 subscribers before I give away this undisputed belt or the two belts behind me. Once I get 10,000 subscribers, I'm going to pick a random comment below on any of my videos, and somebody is going to get a belt free of charge, free shipping, free everything. Why am I doing this? Because I want to be a full-time YouTuber. I'm already got a couple videos that are blowing up, so I'm within striking distance. All you gotta do is get a couple more. So please comment below, get that engagement up, and subscribe so you can win a belt. But let's get back to our man, Yeet. What are we doing with this guy? Jey Uso has been over since WrestleMania 40. Yeah, I mean, he's been over before that, but his popularity had just completely skyrocketed, and you can see it in the crowds. Everybody just yeeting like crazy, and it's impressive that he survived WrestleMania 40 because that match with his brother, Jimmy Uso, That sucked. That was the worst match on the card.
Point number one. Does that not hit what he just said? Think about what he just said. How many other people can say that their popularity has skyrocketed after WrestleMania? Like exponentially, like merch sales, popularity without a title, mind you. Isn't that crazy? I hadn't even really thought about it like that. I mean, we talk about so many things, but that specific argument is something that I hadn't really thought about. That's even more egregious that he doesn't have a title. That he's exactly Kendall. Oh, hey Kendall, and hey Monj. What he just said there. This guy has a point. He's so over and has no gold. Kendall says, I just don't get it. Triple H keeps setting Jay up to lose. It's truly impressive that he's still over. Exactly. That's what I was saying. Like it is really crazy. And yeah, and yet no gold. What say you, Nick?
Yeah, I mean it just point blank period said, the match at WrestleMania with Jimmy and Jay, it sucked. It had some hype and everything. It kind of was tough for me because they were on separate brands at that point, everything because of the trade and all that. And then, they just called the other out, and then they, had promos back and forth week to week, and then never really, I think it would have been done better if they would have had face-offs for it and, had the actual build that it deserves and everything. And then you get to the moment and then the match was just flat. It didn't have everything that I think it could have had. And even their kids weren't watching, sitting ringside, weren't watching.
Jayla, get off your phone. Watch your dad.
Yeah. I mean, the moment where Jay speared Jimmy off the stage, that was pretty cool. So hopefully that made up for the lack of moments they got during the match part. But yeah, I mean, he's 100% right.
Absolutely. But that Mr. All Days Off, what he said, this is, we're going to get more into this, but this is why it's like, I feel like I left this video even more mad than when I went in, because he was just really highlighting like the most egregious of the topic. This right here, I have never been so sad to see one of my faves win a match, because we know what's coming next. You know it, I know it, they know it, we all know it. We know they are not taking that title off Braun Breaker right now. He has barely had it a month. And let me say this, listen, if they do take the title off of him, I will be appalled, astonished, behooved, befuddled. Flabbers will be gasted. Absolutely. I would be absolutely stunned. Does that make sense? Like, it's so sad because I know a lot of people are like, you just, just bring, but he said it like, just be grateful for what you're getting. I'm like, but is that really the best way to go about it? Like, just be grateful that you're winning, even though you're never going to get a gold, get a title. Like, what if Cody would have said that? We would have never gotten WrestleMania 40 hijacked, He would never be the worst champion. I'm sorry. I digress. Anyway, I'm sorry. What do you think, Nick?
Yeah, I mean, I had an idea, that replied in our, in the group chat when Brooke sent us the video to, break it down and everything. And it would have been so much better had they just simply switched the roles. Jay have been the one to beat Sami at SummerSlam. Braun then runs through everyone. He's just as over with the barking as Jay is with the yeeting. Have him run through everyone that Jay ran through, and then still have the face-to-face promo that they had 2 weeks ago, where Braun says, "No one in your family has ever beaten a member of my family, so you better watch out." Then they go to Atlanta. Braun wins the title in Atlanta. Jay's off TV for 2 weeks, returns back with the Bloodline.
That it could have all been so simple. It could have all been so simple. I understand their conundrum, and this is not taking anything away from Braun Breaker. I like Braun Breaker. I'm a fan of him too. Not y'all really like my behooved. I got that from that guy, that comedian that says, "What behooved me was." Like, that's like his whole thing. I can't remember his name. I think his name is Kendall something. But yeah, that was not a joke of my own making. I got that from him. But you're right. That is definitely another way they could have went about it. And I also think they need to prioritize. Like, I do like Ron Breaker. He's extremely talented. I do like him a lot, but he kind of skipped the line there. That Jay he needs the title more than Braun. Braun is younger. He's still got more proving himself to do. But yeah, they just skip right over Jay, who has been in need of a title for how long now? That
Very long. This one, you shaking your head. I'm shaking my head too. They give the title Jay the title. It will be trash like Cody's. No, it would have been restored to where it was when Gunther had it. Sammy won it and it fell off, just like whenever him and Kevin Owens won the tag titles at WrestleMania 39. They fell off, took a nosedive. That they
yes,
lost relevance. Just nothing. Who cares?
no,
Who cares title?
no one
We had
cares.
the 24/7 title.
Nobody.
We had the who cares title. If Jey Uso had
Literally.
to beat Sami Zayn, again, no one cares about Sami Zayn. So, just rewrite the lineage there, basically. Jay can hype it up. The Yeet title. He's yeeting as Intercontinental Champion every week. Doing entrances, getting crazy, not being a cheerleader.
All over the world.
Sami Zayn, all over the world. Yes.
Very literally. Like, not even everybody says, but no, like very literally. You have the footage to prove he has been Darren Fleet, Mr. All Day is off. Thank you. That's his name. But what was your name? Sasha. I understand I don't know if you meant this to be like positive or negative, but I understand what you're saying in the sense that it it's not that he needs like an excessively long, like if you're saying like it might be a trash run, I can see why you say that, because no, he wouldn't be holding it for long because we know what's coming. So I can understand it in that regard. I don't think he would make it trash. I think that they've drug it out so much that at this point it's almost too late now. It's almost pointless at this point. But it didn't have to be that way, is what we're trying to say. Like, they set themselves up for this, you know.
Oh man, we are let's see. Braun is Goldberg with a hairline to
I don't know, Monch. He didn't end Bret Hart's career. I'm just playing. I love Bret Hart. I love it when Gunther said, like, you're my second favorite wrestler behind Goldberg. I'm like, oh no. Oh no. Like, mentioning Goldberg to Bret Hart is like, it's just so out of pocket. It's so trifling. Like, in Canada, no less. Like, sir, please.
Thought I was happy Jay won on Monday, then got sad because we all know Jay is not winning.
That's exactly what I'm saying. I've never been so sad to see someone I really like win a match, because we know the only way that they can save this at this point is if they do pull a fast one and take it off Braun. But like we said, the likelihood of that is like, was CM Punk say, hell would freeze over if they did that. I would be completely shocked. Let's see, what'd you say, Brooke? Agreed, but they probably did that because what would Jay's storyline be if he had it? That's what I was saying. I feel like because Braun's knew they'll give him more challengers, they waited too long to give Jay. Yeah, exactly. Verbatim. Exactly. They wasted it. And I'm sorry, I know we're talking all over it, but Shasha said, I was speaking. Oh yeah, I see what you're saying, Shasha. I see what you're saying. I had a feeling that you meant that like in a positive way, because I'm like, surely if you're a Cody fan in these comments, this is not going to be your day. Not you, but just anyone. Hello, the 27 people looking. If you came to hear good things about Cody, this ain't the place for you.
Not today, not tomorrow, not Saturday, not Sunday, not Monday, not Tuesday, and not Wednesday. Repeat.
It's not going. Exactly, it's not going to happen. So yeah, I agree with what you're saying. Yeah, they wouldn't know what to do with him as champion, because that's true. They barely even know what to do with him as a tag team person without his brother, a tag team competitor without his brother, because they put him in a tag team with Cody for 2.7 seconds. They were trying to put him in a tag team with Sammy. They're trying to put him in a mixed tag team with Rhea and Damian. Like, they're just doing whatever. He's here, he's there, everywhere except with a title on his shoulder.
Mm-hmm. And it's like, to the point of, they wouldn't know what to do with him or who to throw against him. I mean, Braun's only had one defense, and it was against Sami Zayn, and it was the best 2 out of 3 falls match. I didn't even want to see the second one they did, let alone 3 more. So it's like if Jay could have, and again, either with the title or without the title, if he would have just had feuds the last 6 weeks when he was backstage segments and being Sami Zayn's cheerleader, it would have been fine. But no,
Yep.
that's all he's good for: yeeting and cheerleading and selling T-shirts and making money, and that's it.
And being Rhea's side piece, basically, in this love triangle with now her and Damien, which is, anyway, we're going to hear more about that. What you got to say, Wrestle Chop?
Just running through the last couple comments and then getting
okay. Oh,
right
yeah.
back. Here we go.
Brooke said, not on this stream, honey. Exactly. No, wrong stream.
And that's saying something when the Final Testament had a match also. Jey Uso versus Jimmy Uso sucked, and he came out of it still the crowd behind him. And what has Jey Uso even done since WrestleMania? This guy, the number 1, number 2 most merchandise seller in the entire company. I even bought a shirt at full price, and yes, I am wearing a Jey Uso shirt for a Jey Uso video, and I know that is the equivalent of wearing a band's shirt to go see the band live, and I don't understand why I'd want to wear anybody else's shirt to the band I was seeing live. Like, oh, I love this band so much, let me not show my love for them. Is that like cool? I guess it's cool, but no, I'm not cool then, because I'm wearing a Jey Uso shirt for a Jey Uso video. Sidebar, that is. But yeah, WWE, they've done nothing with this guy. They've literally done nothing with this guy. He sells more merchandise than almost everybody, time and time again. That's with almost no matches. He's won maybe like 3 matches. Chad Gable, Dominic Mysterio, and Ilya Dragunov. He lost to Gunther. He didn't win Money in the Bank, and that briefcase went to Drew McIntyre, who failed to cash in later in the night. Oh, well, Ken, that made the storyline so much better. No, it didn't. CM Punk could have cost.
I can't. This is too stressful. It's too traumatic. It's been so many traumatizing PLEs this year. I barely made it through WrestleMania. I hadn't even recovered from that, and then my Scottish Warrior got just destroyed at Money in the Bank. It's just Triple H is really just putting us through so many emotions, such an emotional roller coaster. But yes, what he just said, like that, he's going to go into this more. But this is tell me, stop when I'm telling lies. Have we literally not been saying this since we streamed Money in the Bank together? That he should have won that.
To a T. Yes, every which way, up, down, side, yes, 1000%. No ifs, ands, or buts, 1000%. Couldn't say it more. It should have been him. He was on the poster, for crying out loud. I mean, how are we not yeeting in the bank? And I don't know. Yeah. Especially with
now it's got you. You see? It's just
especially with
got
the
you
outcome.
now. Right. That's the thing, is I said it then and I'll say it now. See, you too, Kendall. You see what I'm saying? It was just the wrong call for everyone. It didn't screw just one person. It didn't help Drew. It didn't help Jay. It didn't help any of the other men in the match. And to be real with you, the ending was so egregious, I actually forgot who was even in that match. Jay, LA Knight, Drew, and who else? I can't even remember. That's how I tried to block it out.
Andrade and Carmelo Hayes, I think.
Yeah, there you go.
So
that's true. That's true.
Everyone that's been involved in the mix of the main mid-card titles on both brands, and now apparently 2 of them are having the best of 7 match for match, and we're going to see the 5th one tomorrow night. So we do know that is also advertised. No stipulation yet again. So that's, I think, the only 2 that we know of so far for SmackDown tomorrow.
I agree with you, Brooke, him being on the poster, but I had a bad feeling because after they screwed Drew, even though Nick doesn't agree with me, after they screwed Drew at Clash at the Castle, I did not have any hope. It was like if they screw him halfway across the world, they went all the way across the world to screw this man in his home country. I knew they weren't about to let Jay win. Like I wanted you have what you want, but then what you think you're going to actually get, like the expectation versus reality. Like I would love Yeet in the bank. I would love to see him cash in on Cody. I'm sorry. Anyway, anyone really, but especially Cody. Like I would love that. But yeah, instead they made it and lost it in the span of an hour. Yes, Stevie Wonder could have seen it. It was, and I know that's neither here nor there, but the point is just that it's like failure after failure after failure after failure. They're turning him into a comedy character. Exactly, Brooke. He does more backstage segments than actually building his character. Man is literally just having fun at this point. And I agree. Like Chot was saying in the beginning, like, yes, he's paid. Like, we didn't say he's broke. Like, yes, he's paid. Yes, he's got big bands. Yes, he's probably making more money than he has in his whole career. But why does he have to be titleless? Like, can't you get paid and have a title? Like, you know what I mean? Like, they could have done all this with a title. Number one, who made that list? Number one of what? Number one wrestler? Stop playing. Stop it. Stop it. The number one wrestler in the world in any way. He's not even the number one wrestler in WWE, let alone in the world. He's not even the number one person with a title in WWE. He's not even the number one merch seller in like.
Yeah,
What is he the number one of?
it
What?
was Cody, Swerve, Will, Seth, and NATO, and then Priest.
First of all, putting Cody above Will Ospreay should be a felony. Let's start there. That alone, putting him above. Where's Danielson? No Danielson. No. I'm sorry. This is a joke.
Danielson's 14.
Stop playing. Stop it. Stop it. Exactly, bro. Exactly. I beg your finest pardon. Putting Ospreay. First of all, I would make Ospreay number one, but the fact that Cody is above him is felonious. That is gross. Who in the world? How much did he have to pay to get that?
Ranked on win-loss record, championships won, quality of competition, major feuds, prominence within a wrestler's promotion, overall wrestling ability. Evaluation period is from August 1st, 2023 to July 31st, 2024.
Wait, hold the phone. You're telling me that this ended in July? He hadn't even done anything in July. He had the title barely just what Jeff said. Got my blood pressure up. Got me off. Absurd. Absolutely absurd. How much did he pay for that? Because ain't no way. Ain't no way. And that's just being objective. Like even if I was not a Cody, even if I was a Cody fan, you are not going to tell me that Will Ospreay is not as good as Cody. Like that's just objectively false. There is no way. Even those other, I keep saying Will because he's the first one that really is just like absolutely like, but there is no one on the face of God's green earth who would tell you, no, Cody Rhodes is a better wrestler than Will Ospreay. Be so for real right now. Like, please. Am I wrong? Is this what you think, Nick? Please tell me to say what you think.
Everything was already said. No need. I don't even gotta say it again. Makes my job easy. I'm our production crew now. Just let everyone in the comments talk. Let the list talk for itself because that's just
egregious. Yeah. That's the only word Ospreay. Exactly. There is no, and then you said Danielson is 14. Like, did they just like close their eyes and throw darts at a board to make this? Because that criteria that you named, none of those were met. None of these. He's not even, what I say, he's not the face of WWE. We all know that's Roman. And again, that's not what we said. That's what USA said. That's what Bloomberg said. That's wasn't it Forbes where he was the highest paid? Like
Yeet.
list after list after list. Like that's not just Nick and Martina's opinions. That's not even just our 27 lovely viewers' opinions. That's very credible outlets. Like so those lit so anyway, never mind. I could talk about that all day. I'm sorry. That is just just grossly incorrect. Like be so for real.
Sami Zayn's rank is 12.
Sami Zayn once again above Danielson has
And
got to be a
McIntyre.
felony. And
McIntyre's 13.
so why is he so why are it's oh I see it. I see it's in reverse. Is that what it is? It's in reverse? The Cody you saying he's actually number 500 or whatever is the lowest, it's in reverse? Because there is
Logan Paul's 37.
even that's crazy. He's excellent. When he was number 20. See guys, like look at the comments. Like there is no way. Like, are you kidding me? They literally they as yeah. Are they going by followers on social media? Or are they going by like number of tears shed? Because if it's tears, he did shed more tears than everybody else. So that's fair. Maybe that was the unspoken criteria. Who cries the most?
Who is 12? Sami Zayn is 12. McIntyre's 13.
Sami Zayn being above Drew is another felony. There's a lot of felonies here. Lots of felonies. Felonious behavior.
The list is the reverse.
There is no way. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Ain't no way.
Oh my. We could do a whole thing on the PWI list.
Maybe we should, because if that's just the you didn't even get you didn't even get below 15. Now I'm really scared. Oh God. Just for kicks, who was after Danielson?
Moose.
Oh, he's in TNA. Okay, I can't speak on him because I haven't seen his matches. Okay. Any other like people we talk about a lot that you see?
Eddie Kingston is 20. Orange Cassidy is 24. LA
Okay,
Knight. Trick Williams is
LA
28.
Knight was what now?
27.
Okay, this list this list is a joke. Kendall said this list is straight BS. Oh my gosh, yeah, they were just playing. They had to be, because there's not one I've heard that I feel like is in the right spot. Is
Jacob
Roman even
Fatu.
on this?
I haven't
I'm
seen
sorry.
him so. Jacob Fatu is 94.
Stop it. Stop it. Stop your lies. There is no way. 90. No, I know. Okay, let's just step back for a second. Let's just say you're an alien from another planet and you've never seen wrestling before. You are not going to tell me you're going to look at a Jacob Fatu match and you're going to look at a Cody match and be like, the blonde guy is the best I've ever seen. This is the best match I've ever seen in my entire life. This is amazing. Like, wow, I've watched other clips of, what do you call this? Wrestling? This blonde man, he's better than all the others. No one. Nobody. I don't care what language you speak. I don't care where you live. Nobody on God's green earth is saying this. I said, all right, that's enough. Jacob Fatu.
Roderick Strong is 80.
What?
Hook is 83. Yuta is 86.
Why is he on? I'm sorry.
Garcia is 87. Gable is 89. Jericho is 90. Fatu is 94. Javon Evans is 95. Matt Riddle 96. Darby Allin 97. And then I have no idea. Shinsuke Nakamura is 109. Jay White is 110.
Stop it. Stop it. We ain't gonna finish the video. This is this like a parody? Is this like an SNL parody or something? Like, this is a joke? Haha. They make it funny because Jelly Beach. Not Jelly Beach. Brooke, you're so crazy. Oh my God. Jacob Fatu is 194 is egregious.
Nick Wayne
Egregious.
is 190. Pete Dunne is 195. Andrade is 196.
Satan. Satan. I rebuke
West
it.
208. Dragon Lee is 219.
Absurd.
Omos is 233.
Why is he on there? He's on there, but Roman's not on there. Stop playing. They play too much. They play way too much.
Austin Theory is 257. Johnny Gargano's 259. 261. Grayson Waller. Ciampa 265.
No. 260. You ain't no way. You've named about 15 people that are better than Cody. And I'm sure there's way more.
Xavier Woods is 299.
They had to just be doing this at random.
Okay, Karrion Kross. His is about right. Karrion Kross is 312. I'd put him a little bit lower, like at the bottom.
Dang.
Like 493.
Dang. That's true, bro. Where have you seen Jimmy or Jay on there?
I have not.
Tragic.
Jay was 7.
Evil.
Where's I haven't seen Jimmy though. Zilla Fatu 339.
That is so low for no reason. They just playing. Exactly, Jeff. Exactly. Because ain't no way. They must have done this in the order that they received the deposits. That has to be what this is. Like, okay, yeah, nope. I got your deposit after Cody, so you're going to be 339 on the list. There ain't no way. There is no reason. Mr. All Day Off. I don't know about that Mr. All Days Off because he named Shinsuke and he hasn't had many matches. You named who did you? There was someone you named. I'm like they were injured. Oh, Omos. Where has Omos been wrestling? Roman had more matches than Omos. I don't think that's the reason because you've named a whole bunch of people who were injured half that time.
Yeah, McIntyre was 13. Okada's 21.
That's too low.
Copeland is 26. Christian Cage is 29. Dragunov is 30. Mark Briscoe 31.
No.
Logan Paul is 37, like I said. Hangman Adam Page is 42. Rey Mysterio is 45.
What? Hangman, you know what? Not all. You know what, Jeff? You got to go to the corner. Go to the corner.
Randy Orton is 55. AJ Styles is 56. Claudio Castagnoli is 57. Kevin Owens at 58. Jack Perry 59. Ricochet 63. Solo Sikoa 66.
I can't take this anymore. Ricochet. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm just playing. Go ahead. Ricochet.
Takeshita is 67. Finn Balor is 68. And just take a guess at who 69 is.
Oh God. Is it Dominic?
It is. It's Dirty Dominic Mysterio.
And I'm so good. I am so good. And even he's better than Cody. So yeah, let's say no more, please. Even everybody you named is better than Cody. And I'm not even being a hater. Like that's objectively there. Again, Danielson. You named Takeshita. He's incredible. Like you named at least 300 people who are better than him. There is no way. That's absurd.
Matt Cardona is 77. Ethan Page is 75.
What?
Javon Evans 95.
Every last single person you've named, AJ Styles being that low is yet another felony. Like this has to be punishable by law because that's absolutely obscene. Where's Aubrey on the list? Even she's better than Cody.
I can't believe
Oh
Pete
my
Dunne,
gosh.
195, 196 is Andrade, Bobby Lashley is 197.
What?
Danhausen is 203, Wesley 208.
Has Braun Breaker been on there? Did I miss him?
Braun Breaker wasn't listed. I haven't seen it.
No credibility. None.
Brian Cage is 243. Wardlow's 246.
Absolutely. Throw the whole list away. Absolutely not. Absolutely. Freaking so good. Y'all are so funny in this chat. Almost just a wild name. Now, Brooke said even Marie was more entertaining than Cody. She was. I mean, at least she's pretty and had pretty hair and nice gear. And she had her little sliced bread move. I mean, but this is, I agree with you, Jeff. I haven't heard Punk, but
The Miz
absolutely,
is 281.
they're just making up stuff at this point.
Yeah, Xavier Woods at 299. That one's kind of crazy.
Way too low. Everybody you've named is like I think they made a goal to get increasingly more egregious as they go on. It's like they literally put like some of the best people in the absolute most. Oh, hey Wes. Yeah, Kendall, exactly. This list has zero credibility. AJ Styles being at 56 is again obscene. These are some of the best wrestlers in the world. And you're telling, and literally the world, like people who not just yesteryear, but recently have been in Japan, have been in all over the world. Because yeah, I could go on forever. Obnoxious, obscene, absurd, felonious, egregious. Hated it. Zero, no stars, no pop. I mean, it did get a pop, but it's booze. Boo! Tomatoes, tomatoes, tomatoes.
The
I
stream might
hate
be
it.
that Wesley, but the PWI top 500 is not awesome. No Kofi. I didn't see Kofi. Nope.
They play way too much.
Almost had a career. All days off. I'm teasing. Oh well. Omos has a cologne. No. Yawn.
Oh,
Boring. Boo.
dang.
Hey,
That's an interesting segue.
gave Cody his best matches.
He did. Shoot, even Brock Lesnar. You didn't even name him.
Yeah, Brock's not on there. And it was, so it is from August 1st to August 1st of 23 to July 31st of 24.
I still would place him above a number. He's still better than Cody. Everyone is better than Cody. That's crazy. Him being number one is just absolutely, it smells. I have money and I spent it because ain't no way. Allegedly, of course, for the people that like to sue people. No. Allegedly, of course. But anyway, I'm sorry I has their favorites. That man, even that's an understatement. Has their favorites, I feel like is an understatement. Oh, they put him on the cover and everything. The heartbeat of wrestling. You know what? I need some holy water. I can't take it anymore. Is there a priest? Is there someone who's ordained in the comments that can please cleanse this? Because ain't no way. They probably give.
So now his accolades will read the following: 2-time Royal Rumble winner, 2-time Bloodline Rules winner, 1-time PWI top 500 number 1, WrestleMania main eventer X amount of times.
My eyes are watering. One time.
Scary. Get this off my screen.
Ain't no way. She's in my class. Ain't no way. They're even calling him the heartbeat of wrestling is crazy. That's
nice
crazy.
Get Cody off my screen. I'm getting sick.
Please, we're scaring the viewers. Oh my god, that's crazy. You're scared the kids. You're scared the kids. Oh my god, that's crazy. And that is saying a lot. She said it's unnatural. It is unnatural. Exactly. It is terrifying, and that's saying a lot considering over the weekend we saw men get power bombed on cinder blocks. We saw a man get stabbed at the head. We
Hmm.
saw a man catch a needle of lidocaine to the mouth. We saw a lot of things.
An attempted murder.
I forgot all about that. We saw a man get suffocated, and somehow this is still more egregious than all of those things. Oh, I'm sorry. We just have he. But you know what? I will say one thing about Cody. I do
A bear.
appreciate y'all want to give us. I love the
A bear.
pun there. I love the pun. Kaboom. I love the pun. I will say one thing about Cody. He is so consistently overrated that we do have content for days. Like it is. He just the jokes write themselves. Like we're not making this stuff up. We're just using our eyes and reading false information on the PWI.
No, you know
Made of
Cody is made of
glass.
glass. That man would be out for the count. They did that.
That's true. That is true. We wouldn't. We would. That is true. Whoever said they gave him this so he'll stop talking about WrestleMania. That is because he gonna ride that till his 4 flat tires and the wheels fall off.
Until that tattoo fades out.
My God, I was telling you, he gets that Joker touched up. He has to because it looks fresh and crisp every week. He
Just
must
like
be
the
using the finest. Go
the
ahead.
newly dyed hair.
Yes. Yes. Not all out CZW. Oh my gosh. For those that don't know, that those that might not understand this joke, CZW is a promotion that's known for being like ultra violent. And so him saying this is hilarious because I saw people comparing it. Like people were like, AEW has always been bloody and violent, but they really took it to the next level. Like they levels above. They went levels above to go extra like indie CZW levels of violence. They made ECW look like lightweight. So yeah, it was a lot going on. What say you, Nick?
Yeah, I I haven't heard of that one, so I take your word for it. But yeah, I mean, AEW has turned into just the breaking lights over people's heads and just just outrageous stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, it's I know a bunch of people that are currently in AEW and WWE were there. Like I know MJF was there. I'm pretty sure Brian Cage was. It's I'm not sure if they're still in business. Jeff, if you know if they're still in business, let me know because I don't know for sure. All I've seen is older footage. But yeah, they do like exploding barbed wire death matches in a cage on fire type of stuff. Like just I can't. I don't. I have a weak stomach, so I can't watch stuff like that. All Out was very hard to watch for me because I like some of the spots they were doing. Like that was a real cinder block, y'all. That I'm like that's a real cinder block. Like that. I know some things are. They're like people say, oh, it's not really a steel chair or it's their special tables, but those were real cinder blocks. Putting a person over a cinder block is
Wild.
crazy.
Wild.
I will be right back.
Okay. So serious that like this will help him switch up a bit. Why are we still talking about WrestleMania in September? You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Me and Earl were flabbergasted watching it live. Oh, I can only imagine the reactions over there. Yep. It's craziness why we're still talking about that, still on that one with it being September. Martina will be right back, and then we can roll through the rest of this video here, and then be ready to go for the debut of SmackDown on return rather of SmackDown on USA. Tomorrow we do have the watch along, and then of course immediately following we got the final bell, and that will roll us into the weekend. No pay-per-views this weekend, no PLEs. Big there is a big UFC fight, Sean O'Malley and Merab, of course. That's going to be exciting. Oh,
Sorry about that.
back.
Sorry about that. I'm so sorry.
All good. Well, resume the eating.
Let's get it.
All right.
Drew the Money in the Bank. Drew could have been climbing up to get the briefcase, and Punk could have just pushed the ladder. They didn't need to do that. There was many opportunities for Punk to cost Drew the Money in the Bank. Jey Uso could have 100% won that cash in. A briefcase with heat on it, that would have sold. Oh, but Ken, he just entered a feud with Braun Breaker. Give me a break. We know how that's going to end. He wins his matches. He gets all the way to Braun Breaker, and then what? He loses. He chokes every time. Damian Priest. That's another one. He choked at Damian Priest. He is red freaking hot, and he chokes at Backlash. Oh, well, Ken, we couldn't let Damian Priest lose. No, we couldn't. Honestly, we couldn't. Just like we can't let Braun Breaker lose. But that puts Jey Uso in these situations in which he must lose. And that's not cool. Triple H, I know what you're doing. You actually revealed how you book in that WrestleMania YouTube episode, the behind the curtain of WrestleMania 40. He treats booking like a GPS. He puts in the destination and he goes. There's going to be twists and there's going to be turns. There might be detours. You might make a wrong turn, but you're going to get there in the end. So that means he's pretty much dead set on the final outcome. And if some superstar gets super popular along the way, well, oh well, because we got to get to that final destination. And I think that is going to hurt Jey Uso because he got super popular along the way when Triple H is just trying to get to War Games. He wants the Usos to reunite so all of the original Bloodline can reunite. That direction means that there are no mid-card titles or heavyweight titles around Jey Uso's waist because he has to get to War Games or WrestleMania to win the tag team belts with Jimmy Uso. And I think that's awesome and that's cool, but it's a wasted opportunity with Jey Uso. And that therein lies the Jey Uso problem, in that we're doing nothing with him until that happens. Jey Uso has proven to himself to be more than just the Bloodline storyline. Solo Sikoa, Jimmy Uso, those guys need the Bloodline. They can only be within the Bloodline, but Sami Zayn, he was able to get out of it. And so was a miracle. By a miracle, Jey Uso was able to come out. This forever tag team guy is now a single star. He could be a single star, but you gotta let him shine. I'm not saying let him be the world heavyweight champion, though I wish he was. I'm not saying let him be the Intercontinental Champion, although I wish he was, and I do kind of feel he should be. But I'm saying look at Punk and look at Drew. They have a super red hot feud going on that they don't need the title. That's all you got to do with Jey Uso. Give him a feud. That's all you got to do. You can eventually put him back into the Bloodline storyline, but we need to showcase him and demonstrate him as a singles competitor. And don't tell me he's kind of in a feud with Judgment Day, because that, we don't want that at all. First off, Judgment Day is weak right now, super weak, because Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley mop the floor with them almost every single week. Plus, what is he now, the good guy Dominic Mysterio being linked with Rhea Ripley? Rhea Ripley, she's a huge star, right? Dominic Mysterio teaming up with Rhea, that was definitely a level up for Dominic Mysterio. But Jey Uso teaming up with Rhea Ripley, that is a downgrade for him. He's already pretty high on the mid-card. He doesn't need Rhea to elevate any further. He needs his own solo feuds to elevate himself. He doesn't need to be attached at the hip or in the shadow of anybody. And Damian Priest being his friend is not going to help him either. They're strapping a rocket ship to Damian Priest to the main event scene, and anybody alongside him is not going to go with him. Jey Uso, stay on your own.
So much to unpack there, right? So much. So
Yeah.
much to unpack. Where do we begin? I know one place to begin is I do have to disagree with him on I agree with him, but I disagree with him on okay, so yes, he is correct. Sammy did come out better from the bloodline because he used the bloodline to elevate himself. And honestly, I'm not gonna like work smarter, not harder. He did it. Congratulations, you finessed the system. He did. But that is another egregious point that even Sami Zayn, of all the people in the world, he came out better than Jay from the bloodline. His own freaking family, this Caucasian man that got inserted into a Samoan family, he
Yep.
still came out better with the title, mind you.
Yep.
Like, is that not even? It's like it just keeps getting worse the more we go on. I can't. It's too much. So stressful. What do you think, Nick?
Yeah, his point of he should be a champion, or does he need to be the heavyweight champion? No, but he should be. Does he need to be the IC champion? No, but he should be. Like that right there just shows how backwards the booking has been and is, and he doesn't need to, but the chance to do it is long gone, and they could have done it
That's right.
very easily, and they didn't, and they chose not to, and now they're still teasing like they're going to, but now it's like if they do it, who cares?
That's true.
It would still be fun, not like who cares, like who cares, like Sami Zayn, who cares, but just at this point, I'd rather just see them put him back with the bloodline at this point and start that up.
Mm-hmm. And even that, they're dancing around that by, I've said it before, this like awkward love triangle they're doing with Rhea, which is also unnecessary. It's like they're like, how can we do anything and everything except give him a title? Okay, we're gonna give him a comedy sidekick in Sammy. Okay, yeet. We're gonna give him a 1 week title reign with Cody. Yeet. Uh, tag team title reign. We're going to give him a girlfriend that he doesn't need when we know all these people are married in real life. Yeet. Okay, we'll give him some shirts. Yeet. Well, that's perfect. He doesn't need a title. Who needs a title when you have all this going on? No, 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 no. Boo, tomatoes, hate it. Absolutely not. He deserves better. Yeah, what you said, where was yeah, what you said, Kendall. Exactly. Really think about that for a second. Sammy freaking Zayn, of all people, coming out better than Jay from his own family, the right hand man, one half of the longest reigning tag team title champions of all time. I throw that out every time because lest we forget, you know, and not even to mention that he's getting more. That think about this for a second. This just occurred to me. Solo is getting more title matches than Jay at this point, who is also his brother. I think a lot of people forget that. Like we think like Jimmy and Jay, the twins, but don't forget Solo is also his brother, who has not even been in WWE as long. And he's now the tribal chief. Like everyone has surpassed him. Isn't that
And
crazy? Like for all intents and purposes, like we know he's not the real tribal chief, but you know what I'm saying.
Timu asterisk tribal chief. He was just on a
Right.
34 losing streak after beating John Cena. Like,
and he still managed to, they're like, oh, that's fine. That's fine. You're the tribal chief now. He's getting his second title shot after pinning Cody already, mind you. I think a lot of people forget that. Remember that episode of SmackDown? Solo has pinned Cody clean. So I don't know how clean it was, but he did pin him. It happened. He won. So he's proven that he could. Even that's kind of weird. I thought that was odd booking right there too, because once again, they're not even really doing Cody any favors. Because once again, you're proving that your champion gets beat on regular TV, not even on a PLE. I mean, they could have done they could have done that with Jay. Like, why did it have to be him?
oh my gosh,
It's stressful, isn't it? It's
the more and
stressful.
more we point out everything. I mean, every same things over and over and over. The booking is just one big circle.
It is. It is a circle. The more we watch this video, That is true, Brooke. That's right. He has been on more posters. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that Solo doesn't deserve this. I'm not saying that he's not capable, because I disagree with some people that say he's terrible. I think Solo has done a good job. At least he had the nerve to try to follow up with Roman. You know, he had the audacity, because those were some big old shoes to fill following, his epic reign, his legendary reign, and the best run of his career. Those were not easy shoes to fill for anyone. And especially Solo having been in WWE like less than 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
I respect him. I think he has done as best he could do with what he was given.
Mm.
So I don't think this isn't a knock on him. It's just making the point that people with less experience and less, less in so many ways are still getting more than Jay. That's the point. Exactly, Kendall. Kendall says, even though I do like Jaya, it is more to me. It's more important for Jay to have a title. Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. I don't like Jaya, because I'm just a hater. I don't like romance and wrestling. I never like it because it's always so corny to me. I don't like it. And in this case, I feel like I said this on one of our last streams. I feel like romance in wrestling is what you do when someone else doesn't have anything better to do. Like,
Yep.
we don't have anything for you. Best we can do is a weird romance angle with so and so. Like, it's like a last resort lazy booking move. It's not what you do with your biggest face in the company. And don't say it's Cody, because we know that it isn't.
They're
Be
yeah
so for
they're pushing the Rhea thing. They're adding more to that so they can push that to January for Netflix, and then they're throwing Jay in because what else are they going to have him do? And they're just waiting for him to rejoin the Bloodline.
Yep. Sugar Sokoa is more enjoyable than the street champ. He is. He is. At least there's the viciousness. At least, I mean, you give him some credit. He managed to recruit even more vicious family members. He managed to seize the title of tribal chief. He managed to seize the Ulufala. He's getting title matches. I'd say he's done quite well. And the fact that you pointed it out, Brooke, that yes, I've said that before, and you're absolutely right. He went from not talking for like a year to giving really good promos and actually outshining Cody. Like, give that man some credit.
He has gotten him better. He has gotten better. That is true. The vignettes have been good. He entrances have been good. Getting aura and everything. It just he's only tied in with Cody, and it would be great to see him face someone else, anyone else,
Face Jay.
anyone.
You're like, anybody. Brick said, agreed, Kendall. Why set Jay back when he's built everything for himself? Broke out of a tag team to become what exactly?
A cheerleader.
A cheerleader, a life coach, and a boyfriend, a side piece. A sneaky link, as they say. Jay needs a woman to eat with him. No, Mr. All Days Off. He needs a title. Why couldn't they have done this? If they want him to have a woman so bad, why couldn't they put the title on him, then give him a woman?
Yeah.
Why did it have to be like, what are we doing? What are we doing? It's so stressful. I need a drink. This is water, by the way.
My coach is taking me out.
He is hype man, life coach, side piece. That's his resume right now. I hate it. He's better than that. And now they can really, to me, I think it will, because this is what they've created. Wouldn't it be kind of funny? Not like funny, like haha funny, but like sad funny, that if Jimmy comes back and what, dang, Oos, what you been doing since I was gone? I've been gone 5 months and you ain't done nothing, Oos. I told you I'm your big brother by 9 minutes, by the way. That cracks me up every time they say that. I'm like, y'all are twins. That cracks me up. 9 minutes and you're the big brother. Like, really? But yeah, that's what he's gonna say. It's gonna be like, I feel like they're gonna frame it as like, I stepped away to give you time to shine and let you have your moment, and all you've done is yeet. All you've done is chase after real Oos.
G.
You know it's coming. It's coming. They're
I hope
setting
they
him up.
redo the. I text you, ain't text back. Nope. No yeet. Send a letter in a bottle. No
Nope.
yeet. Send a smoke signal back.
Yeet. Nope.
I'm
Nope.
big bro. I got you.
Big bro by 9 minutes. In one promo, he was like, I raised you. I'm like, did you? Did you? We're 9 minutes apart. Did you? That was a really impactful 9 minutes. So much life experience. Oh, I cracked myself up. The New Day been debating that they're fraternal twins. Oh my goodness. It's just sometimes you have to laugh to keep from crying. So we won't be like Cody.
Maybe I was gonna say maybe we should just have Solo use his happy face more and tell a couple of jokes. Maybe Cody will laugh instead of cry.
Maybe, man.
Do we resume
I
the
guess proceed.
Get a feud on your own with somebody else. You gotta give him matches on PLEs. Why was he left off SummerSlam? Again, he's usually on the top 10 merchandise seller twice to 3 times. His merchandise is huge. His crowd reactions are huge. People love the guy. Oh, well, his moveset doesn't matter what his moveset is. He can make the great Khali look like Lou Thez, but as long as he's over with the crowd, that's all that matters. Well, his mic skills, same thing. His mic skills, okay, they could use a little polishing, but A, doesn't matter. The crowd loves him. And B, how's he going to get that polishing skills if we don't ever give him the mic, if we don't ever give him a focus? He can't just go out there every week and say, hey, guys, thank you for allowing me to break away from the bloodline. I really appreciate you. I'm going to do my best. No, he needs a Drew McIntyre to focus all his anger and hatred towards. He needs something. And you're like, well, he got that in Braun Breaker. Yes and no. Okay, so now he's going to go after Braun Breaker, the Intercontinental title, just to lose. He should not be anywhere near these titles if we are not going to give it to him. And at this point, Gunther can't lose to Jey Uso, and neither can Braun Breaker. We need to establish them. But we shouldn't be putting Jey Uso in their path to establish them. Does that make sense? All we got to do.
It does.
Simple. All you got to do is give him a feud that doesn't involve the bloodline or championship. Then everybody gets what they want. Triple H, you can have what you want. He can go on to War Games and give him a singles run. And don't.
Something he just said. He pointed this out earlier, and I forgot. I talked so much, I forgot my point. There is someone else who is in this same, what should we call this, titleless hell? Chad Gable. They're doing the very same thing with him. This man he started a stable, got kicked out of that stable, turned heel, started a new stable. He had umpteen title matches. They wouldn't pull the trigger on him either. They actually are in very similar boats. What do you say?
Got shot in the head.
He did. Shut up, Nick. He did. He been through a lot. The man got shot in the head, face, heel. He got power bombed by a witch. He got beat down by spookies. He has been through a lot. They won't give him a title either. I don't understand this cycle. And we understand, okay, I get one match where you don't win, but why is it like multiple matches? Like loss after loss after loss after loss. I'm like, stop playing in this man's face. These men's faces, both of them. Both of them.
I mean, it very much. Gable or Jay should have been the one to beat Gunther, and then Gable should have beat Gunther. Jay should have beat Gable. Braun should beat Jay. That's how it should have been done.
Mm-hmm.
I take Cash App or Venmo, Triple H. Just saying.
I know that's right.
Just throwing that out.
I know. I do as well. Venmo, Cash App, PayPal. If it's green, I take it. Yeah, really. Everything you just said, all of that verbatim. There's so many ways. Like pretty much you said this earlier, pretty much any other way they would have done it would have been better than this. Like this was literally the worst possible way. Like how can we fumble this as badly as possible? How can we make this as difficult as possible to recover from? That's what we'll do. This is what we're gonna do. You're gonna lose over and over again. Then you're gonna be a side piece life coach. How's that sound?
It's just like the Madden theory. They like how do we change the game up? Why would we change it up? We can just add a new soundtrack and sell the same game. It's fine.
Tragic.
They'll never know. Well, we know. we
Tragic.
Know. We're still gonna watch? Yep. We're still gonna buy Madden? Yep. What's the problem?
Still gonna buy Yeet shirts?
Yeet.
What did you say? Brooke said, repeat it again. Girl, I talk so much. Which part? What about Gable? Basically, I was saying that side piece life coach. That's what he is. Side dude, sneaky link life coach, Waffle House representative, like Yeet merchant. They're turning him into so many things that are just why? He doesn't need it. Right. It's literally anything except the champion. Comedy, romance, side piece, life coach, hype man. It's so unfair. It ain't right. It is not right. And that is quite the resume. Like a side piece life coach is kind of crazy when you think about it. Because you're supposed to be knowledgeable. You're knowledgeable enough to hype up Sammy to ultimately surpass you and become a champion. Why do you need I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, I do know, but I'm sorry, Mr. Chop. His points are so valid that I just can't help but to agree. That is true, Jeff. They haven't given him a talk show, but I feel like they've kind of moved in that direction with the interviews that he does with Jackie. Have you noticed that? Like his extended interviews, they're making that like his little weekly spot almost. Yeah. Not less yeet about it. That being his resume. It is. And this is the man. I say this, I cannot stress this enough. One half of the See, I'm getting so passionate. I'm knocking my lip gloss over. One half of the longest reigning tag team title champions of all time. What are we doing here? He does, Jeff. He does. He flirts with Jackie. What did we say? Anything and everything. Anything. Literally anything. Yeah. You're gonna have fans chanting your name, and you're even gonna we'll give you another Legends fans. We'll give you the Fireflies. You take them, you give them back, or with all these interactions all over the world.
Don't get Nick started on those tactics. He is tired.
You're gonna need anyone want to if you have a headache medicine company and you want to sponsor us, I'll take it because this is stressful. My head is hurting. Just putting all these ridiculous scenarios out there. Just realizing the magnitude of the fumble. Stressful. I need some Tylenol.
The more and more we talk, it boggles my mind. The more and more we talk about it, because it's like we say the same things over and over. Now more people are saying the same things over and over and over and over again, and it just won't change because everyone stays eating.
I know, and even that, I will say, I noticed this on Raw. Even now, don't get me wrong, he's still extremely over. Don't get me wrong, he's still that dude. People are eating like crazy. But if you gradually notice, bingo, Brooke, you beat me to it. Ooh, you're in my head, in my dome. If you pay attention, I said this about Cody. If you pay attention and really look, you can see the crowd is gradually dying down. There was remember in France, the man had the whole stadium rocking, literally. Every person in the building was on their feet. And it was like that for a while. every city, every state, everyone on their feet, old, young, men, women, everybody signs like, but now, and he's still very, very, very over. But if you notice, like when they pan out, like behind the commentary, it is starting to die down. He's starting to lose steam because everyone does. Like, it's not even his fault. Everyone loses steam if you don't switch it up. You know what I mean? If you don't do something different, no one stays over forever and ever and ever except maybe CM Punk. I'll give that to him because he just be doing whatever and people love him everywhere he goes. But he's an anomaly and he has charisma, and he's also better than Cody.
Had to throw that last one in there.
It's true. I like Punk. I like him. He's a controversial figure, but he manages to maintain his popularity without even wrestling for years and years and years. So, hey, I give credit when it's due, but the point still remains that what Brooke just said, 2 more months. I believe that about 2 more months, because you see we're now starting to see the trailers, or not trailers, but like the what's the word? The video packages for Survivor Series.
Yep.
So you know it, I know it, they know it, we know it. You know they're trying to like hold out, keep it steady until then. But I don't know if they're going to be able to do it, unfortunately.
And the official poster was revealed today, and guess who were right beside each other?
I saw that. I saw it. Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't do it. Don't do it. I saw it. I saw it, and I saw what people were saying.
Beefing with Kevin Owens, Randy, Drew. They were so set on him making up with everybody that a title shot for him would have been pointless.
It's true. That is a good point. That they even thinking about that segment, he had a backstage segment with Damian where he basically was his life coach too. Because remember, he was like, "Man, you about where I was a few months ago. You know, you got to right your wrongs." And I'm like, "Oh my God, he's life coach to yet another person." He was the hype man and life coach for Cody, hype man and life coach for Sammy, hype man and life coach now for Damian. Just turn him heel, man. Just turn him heel again, because he's almost too nice of a face. He's too nice. Can't wait for War Games. I agree, Jeff. I agree, because if it's gonna get this man, because I've said this before, I'll say it again. They have set this up. You know it, I know it, they know it. You know, Roman is gonna say something like, "And what you been doing? You know, I'm gone for 5 months and you still don't have a title. You know, I told you it'll never be you, because it'll always be me." End quote.
Verbatim.
That's an actual real quote. That's an actual quote he really said. But at this point, they basically proved him right. You know, because when Roman told him that, I was like, dang, that is cold. That is so savage. But at this point, they basically proved him right for being apprehensive and saying like, you don't have what it takes. You can't handle the responsibility. They basically gave him full clearance to be like, ha, I told you so. When it didn't have to be like that. He could have been like, you know, they could have framed it, especially since Roman's supposed to be a face now. They could have framed it as if they would have put the title on Jay, he could be like, "Man, I'm so proud of you. You know, you proved me wrong." You know, since he's a face, like, "Oh, I was wrong." To have him even say I was wrong would be crazy. But now he can just be like, "Ha, I told you so." Oh, for sure, Kendall. For sure. He gonna get it. Absolutely.
I can see it now. Cody has dropped everything so much that they're going to reuse promos that they did way back when Roman was first beefing with Jay. "You can't beat me, Jay. Little brother Jay, you can't beat me.
Just quit. Just give up." Absolutely. He is going to have to manipulate him. You're right. Roman's going to have to be his life coach. This is crazy. WWE therapy.
Naomi qualified for a Speed Championship. Her versus Io set for next week. Well, that's awesome. Hopefully she wins.
They bet she's exactly. She's another one. They better put a title on her too. At least she's close. You know, which is whack that it's a speed title, because she should also have a title. But I digress. I guess we should be grateful for this, because they took her off TV for a while. she's another one. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Like, she was on a hot streak and then she was gone for a while. And I honestly, I don't know if that was like storyline booking or if that was real, but I am glad to see her at least qualifying for this. Maybe with the women, maybe they'll have them taken on TV because I know the men don't take it on TV. That would be great if they could.
The graphics. It's thrown in the graphics sometimes, but they never actually. You're right. They never actually have it on TV, which is. I mean, that's part of the the deal is for Twitter and everything like that. So they can't. They don't want to. USA doesn't want to have to pay for TV time for another network platform's title, I guess.
Because we'll see with her. I like maybe they'll make an exception because they could really play into the big three with her and Bianca. Them like congratulating her, like, yes, sis, yes, we knew you could do it. Like now she's got a title too, because she's another one that again everybody around her, everybody in her atmosphere has a title but her, and I'm like, why? They can't keep getting away with this. They can't keep getting away with this. Why? Why?
WWE Heat title be like the $1 million. Oh, that would
sell like hotcakes.
Oh, it would. Yeet in the bank.
Just like yes, just like speaking of Naomi, it's people been saying that for a long time, like way back, way too long ago when she was champion. Fans made a glow title, like a glow in the dark title, but they never actually sold it. And I said, like, that would sell like hotcakes. I would buy it. Take my money. Take my card. I would buy it. That would be so cool. Like John Cena spinning championship. Like I love those. Like that would have sold. WWE, if you're listening, what like Nick said, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, or you can just send me one of the titles. That would be fine too. I would take that. Send two actually, one for me and one from Raya. Thank you so much. Thank you in advance. Like Jacob Fatu.
Vince didn't want to sell it. I'm shocked.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, she does, Kendall, for sure. There is like they're putting titles on some people with the quickness, and then they're dragging their feet on like the fan favorites, which is unique at best and sinister at worst.
And that is code for you don't like it.
You know it. You know when I say unique. 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 Interesting. Sorry, Mr. Chop. I'm a hush. I'm gonna put myself on mute.
Don't come at me with, oh, well, I'm sure Jey Uso's fine. He's making a lot of money. All right, yeah. He's making a lot of money, but guess what? You know Chris Evans, the guy who plays Captain America in the MCU, he was making a lot of money. I'm sure Chris Evans is fine, but he wanted to branch out and do other things. And Jey Uso might want to branch out and do other things. He might want to have a solo feud with somebody that doesn't have Samoan DNA in them. You get what I'm saying? He might want to do other things. Is that too much to ask? I don't think so. And if you want to talk money, if we don't give him something, eventually the crowd will waver, will start not eating as much. Just because he's doing super great right now doesn't mean he'll be doing super great in 6 months if we do nothing with the guy, or if he continuously loses when he's put in these main events, then yeah, why would fans continue to clamor for Jey Uso? They'll eventually move on to someone else. And it almost happened with LA Knight, but they were able to reheat him. So not all is lost for Jey Uso. He has plenty of opportunity. The crowd still loves him. All we got to do is actually do something. That's it. The Jey Uso problem is the easiest thing to solve. All you got to do is do something. That's it. Give him something. Give him someone. Look at Carmelo Hayes and Andrade. People are actually digging that feud, and it's solely based on just who is better than the other. Give Jey Uso somebody to prove he's better than them. That's it. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Like the channel, and I'll see you later. Guys, girls, have a great day. Yeet.
I thought the Cody Crybabies were gonna destroy this and shut it all down. I don't know what was going on right there.
I know. They were trying. They were like, no, you are not going to finish this video. They were really trying. They tried it.
Not going to finish the story.
Kaboom. They tried it. Yep. He's pretty much said exactly what we've been saying, what we said this very day, that, like you said, give him something, literally anything, anyone, anytime, any place would be better than what we're getting.
Yeah.
Y'all are really, thank y'all so much for engaging. And StreamYard is a hater, like a big old hater, big hater. I feel like they only do this when we're talking about the Bloodline. Like they don't really seem to do this on SmackDown. They see Bloodline, they're like, mess that stream up. That one right there, yeah, glitch it.
Cody's paying extra on his YouTube Premium just for those features.
Okay. So what you're gonna do anytime you see a stream that has Bloodline in the title,
Here we go.
Get him out of here.
Shut that down.
Get it. Something other than being a life coach's side piece. It really though. Like, am I lying? Tell me that's not what they're turning him into. Which is not right. Tell us when we're telling lies. And it's not needed. Again, I just can't stress that enough. I have said, and maybe that's just because my personal sense of humor, him and Jimmy were hilarious as heels. He didn't have to be a face to be funny. They're already inherently funny. They're always goofing off, even when they were supposed to be, enforcers and super serious. And yeah, they're hilarious. Like he didn't have to become a comedy side piece character to be funny. They should have just given him something more serious. Like in the fact that he quote unquote chokes when it really counts, but he's not choking. It's just they're not letting him truly shine. Whew, child, this is so stressful. It's stressful, man. It's stressful. What do you think, Nick? Any final thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, everything has pretty much already been said. If not in tonight's episode, then previous ones and future ones and tweets and posts and stories and episodes and everything. And I don't got much more to say because it's already been said. And I'm ready to
heard it all before. Yeah, really. Pretty much. It is kind of crazy that we took an hour 33 to go over his 11-minute video with still way more to add. Like we took what he said, which is what we've said, and added more. Like the list goes on and on and on. Like you could write a whole little book about this. What Brooke said, no lies being told. I have a tuned into Jay since Money in the Bank. I love him down, but I simply cannot watch him being sidelined for others. And that's a very valid argument, that even people who are big supporters like myself, and I'm a big supporter, but it is hard to watch him. It's hard to be happy for him, watching him eat and have fun when you know he's just going to get fed. Like remember that promo he had with Damian Priest where he said, oh, you think you think they're just gonna feed me to you? No, they're feeding you to me. And I was like, no, they're not. You said it right the first time. It was so ironic, but not in a good way. I'm like, he said it, then that's exactly what they did. Tragic.
Yeah, they I mean, even with Braun and the promo they did 2 weeks ago, no member of your family has ever beaten a member of my family. And I hate to say it, but that is going to hold true in October. In October.
It is the only way. And even then, even they backed themselves into a corner so bad that like we were saying earlier, even if they do, let's say they listen finally and they're like, cool, we are going to put the title on Jay. Somehow I think the fans are going to turn on him if they do that, because people love Braun Breaker too. And again, they're different fan bases. Like, Jay's got his fan base, Braun has his, but somehow I think people are going to peep what we're saying. Like they already are clearly. Like, do you see what I'm saying? Like it's going to be like a consolation prize win if they do that, because the timing is off. Too little, too
And then-
late.
Yeah, and they did that with Braun before with the NXT title. They had Dolph Ziggler win it
Mm.
just to have Braun win it again.
Yep, that's true.
Is the accolade of two-time Intercontinental Champion that important to them? Is the accolade
That
of
is so
two-time
true.
NXT champion that important? Is the accolade of two-time Royal Rumble winner that important? Two-time Bloodline Rules winner that important?
And he's about to add, if they have their way, which I pray they don't, we're gonna start a prayer circle for this, y'all. Bible study prayer circle. We were gonna pray against Cody winning at Survivor Series, because then he's gonna say he's a two-time three-time. Well, he could say he's a 2 or 3-time War Games winner. I'm like, yeah, because remember he beat Rollins with a torn titty, and with the bloodline, he's gonna say he's a three. He's gonna say he's a 3-time Survivor Series winner.
Oh,
Hate
what
it. Boo.
and if they do have him team with Roman in the blood and the OG Bloodline, they're going to make it Bloodline Rules Survivor Series War Games, or Survivor Series War Games Bloodline Rules, and Cody's then will be a 3-time Survivor Series War Games winner, 3-time Bloodline Rules winner, and all buddy and respect Roman.
Vomit. I keep forgetting to bring my throw up trash can over here when we do these. Boo. I hate it. Tomatoes. I need a tomato basket. I hate it. I hate it passionately. It's so bad. Like the way everyone else has to get just screwed over to make him look good when he's not doing on his own. Because this is what they said about Roman, which I thought was not true. It's not true. Like he elevated many people. But let's be all the way real. Thank you, Mr. All Days Off. Thank you so much. Anyone else got some tomatoes they want to throw? This is your time to shine. Please throw them. Name one person who has come out better from dealing with Cody. Quickly. Anyone, y'all in the comments. Because I can name several people that came out better dealing with Roman. Name one person who is better off after a match with Cody or a feud with Cody. Do, 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 do. Yeah, please prove me wrong. Anybody. Jeff, please. So, prayer circle. We're going to start a prayer circle Bible study. Who said Brandy? Shut up. You got me there. You got me there. Brandy, you got me there.
Sammy Guevara?
That's fair.
All the way back when?
Okay, that's fair. That is fair. But he had to leave the company to do it. That's kind of crazy. Things only got better after he was gone. But yes, okay. Sammy Guevara and Brandy. I'll give you that. Pharaoh and Libby.
To improve our suits.
His suit game is fierce. I will give him that. I've said this before. I didn't say he was ugly. I didn't say he was poor. I said he was boring. Like his gear is fire. His gear maker is amazing. His suits are sharp. He's well dressed. He weeps and he's boring. But yeah, I didn't say he was poor or ugly. He's just boring, and he cries too much.
You can't really say Seth, because that was also, that was part of being tied in with Roman and The Rock that did the heavy lifting in that feud. Well, Roman, Rock, and Seth that did the heavy lifting in that feud.
That's what I was gonna say. I say Seth elevated him because he put him over with the torn pec and all the other stuff. Like he could have easily said, like, that match made no sense when you really truly think about it. Why'd they do that? Let's be so for real right now. That man was black and blue, looking like he got hit by a Mack truck, and he beat Seth just to wind up for Seth being his bodyguard. Come on now. Why they do this? Y'all are so funny. Seth who, Jeffrey? No, Seth elevated him. It took everybody in the Roman to elevate him. Roman elevated him. Seth elevated him. The bloodline as a whole elevated him. Sammy
The Rock.
elevated him. Kevin Owens elevated him. The Rock elevated him. AJ.
The Undertaker.
Everyone. Yep.
LA Knight. CM Punk.
Yep.
Nick,
You could
Nick
even
Khan.
argue. Yep, that's true. You could even let's see who all was in. You can make the case that even CM Punk elevated him because even though he wasn't even having matches like that yet, just by showing face with him, like that's crazy when you think about it. Like even just that little bit of it's like he just attaches to anyone. Like I'm a Mr. Altis. This is a good question for you, Nick. You like numbers? He said, "Someone please look this up because now I'm curious. Now I want to know, like Wheatley vodka sales, net sales. I would venture to say maybe within the wrestling community, but let's be all the way real. Like not even I know I slander Cody a lot, but just being all the way real. I was telling Nick this the other day. I people outside of wrestling don't know Cody like that. Like maybe the HBCU that played his music, I guess a wrestling fan was like, "Hey guys, we should play this," and they showed him the phone. But if they did one of those like man on the street interviews, like, "Hey, excuse me, do you know who Cody Rhodes is?" to like a 50-year-old or 75-year-old lady out with her grandkids, she's gonna be like, "Who?" But if you ask, like, "Do you know who The Rock is?" Like, "Oh yeah, I know who The Rock is." You know, people don't know Cody like that outside of wrestling. Brooke said, "Wait, what is that?" It's Wheatley American vodka. Girl, you've seen them commercials. Sometimes so weak I like in Wheatley's. Like you've seen those commercials. It's the vodka that it's not his. Is it actually his company or is he just a spokesperson?
They partnered with WrestleMania, so I think they're pushing him to have partnered with them, and he just said, "Hey, wrap my tour bus in it and I'll talk about it." Because he loves to choose what he talks about.
Yes, oh my God. Yes. Okay. So he's like their spokesperson. And even that's kind of funny, like, cause everybody just wants a beverage, a energy drink, some liquor, some rum.
You
And he got himself some vodka. Yeah, people do know who Roman is, especially women. And I'm responsible for a lot of that. Because when I start talking about wrestling, I'm like, girl, you don't watch that. I'm like, look, this is why. You show them, they're like, I see. What time does it come on? What channel was that? I am single-handedly responsible for many, many wrestling converts. Arkansas Pine Bluff. Okay, so this is the school to avoid. I'm just fine. I'm sorry. I shouldn't say that. I'm sorry. They might have a great curriculum. They might have a great school, but their band director needs to be questioned for their choices. I'm just playing, y'all. Just jokes. Just jokes. I'm here all night, ladies and gentlemen. Just jokes. No, not a custom rubber chicken. Custom rubber. Oh my gosh, that would be hilarious. Y'all are so funny, man. Y'all are hilarious. Ah, man. Yeah, he sure did.
He started his show to continue the partnership, but he wrapped his tour. They announced it in March of this year, and then he wrapped his tour bus in their logo and everything. And then they started the show not too long ago.
That's what I said, Brooke. I've been saying, yep, you know it, girl. I've been saying that for the longest. Kleenex is missing the opportunity of a lifetime. They would sell out. That would be that would be the best venture they made in a really long. That would be an appropriate, like you got what's her name, Angel Reese with Reese's Pieces, Cody with tissues. Like that would be just such a seamless. seamless sponsorship. He uses them for real. So he uses the product. So I say do it. Run it. Run that man his money. He deserves it. Run it to him. That chicken had a family. Y'all are crazy. Oh man. Not the JR voice. Mr. All Days Off says, you want to do the JR voice or you want me to do it? I think you should do it.
You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. You do it justice.
Mr. All Days Off says, my God, that chicken has a family. Shout out to JR. You're a legend. Love you some JR.
Of course, he's returning tomorrow. They've been advertising it now. USA is pumped that they can advertise him now.
They sure are. They sure are, to the point where they were arguing with you in the comments. If y'all didn't see that, USA had the smoke for Nick. They tried it. They tried it. If you didn't see the Twitter exchange, they did. They failed because they were getting roasted underneath it. Like, people came to your defense, including me, because I'm like, oh no. So for those that didn't see it, basically, what was it? They USA tweeted out like this beautiful graphic of hilariously everyone in the background and Roman is front and center doing, the Superman pose, or the Superman, the pre-Superman punch ooh-ah move where he's got his fist down. And it's this beautiful graphic. It's like, 1080p pixel, like fantastic graphic. And Nick says, tell her what you said. What did you say?
I'm pulling it up right now. I said,
please.
I said, crazy. The company's champion isn't on here. And then I tagged you, said, but look who's front and center. And they said, don't overthink it.
And I said, no, let him cook. And people were underneath, like, agreeing. Like, it was by far more people agreeing with us. Like, people were like, nah, he's boring. I think one girl even said, like, I'm a Cody fan and he's boring. Like, people are coming. The world is healing, y'all. The world is healing. People are finally waking up from their WrestleMania Night 2 coma that they've been in for like 5 months. And yes, and when we say USA, yes, that USA, yes, USA Network. I thought that was hilarious. But yeah, they're in denial too, apparently. Like, look at this graphic. 1080p, high quality, all the pixels, full color. Like, this is a beautiful graphic.
We got Andrade, we got Carmelo Hayes, Piper, and Chelsea.
We got Jay in the background. Isn't that crazy? Once again, back to the subject of the video. Roman has not said a word on WWE TV in 5 months. The only time he has spoken was at the Bloomberg event, which is even more hilarious when you think about it, that Bloomberg asked him to be there, and he hasn't spoken in months. Is that not crazy? That speaks volumes by itself. He hasn't spoken. He hasn't had a match. Hasn't been seen on TV, on WWE TV, before WrestleMania. I mean, before SummerSlam. And yeah, so tell me again why Cody is number 1 on that list. I rest my case. Thank you. The defense shall now rest. Stacks papers aggressively. Gigi, shout out to Gigi, the resident of the island of relevancy. What's that handle? Can you make that a little bigger if possible? I cannot see. I can't see what their actual handle is. Small KG, they went in. They were not playing. Like, they came with they said, you know what? This is my time. They gave them a piece of their mind. They let them have it. If you can't see it, it says, this is, go follow at small KG on Twitter. They said, because that champion, air quotes, is a mid-carder that was only handed the title to shut up his toxic fans who sent his boss and his boss's daughter death threats. That's not funny at all. And threatened to wreak havoc at the arena if they weren't given what they wanted. Fans who have also been bullying Roman, which is true. They told no lies. They told no tales. And it was like a series of tweets. I can't see the rest of them, but they're coming. If you just go read this thread, because it's hilarious, y'all. And in order to do this, of course, you're going to have to follow Sleeper Sports Media. You're going to have to follow WrestleTina V. You're going to have to follow Tribal Rain Media and follow each other in the chat too, because there are some brilliant minds here. Follow Rook, follow Kendall, follow Mr. All Days Off, follow Jeff. Let's see who else we got here. If you want to shout out, throw a comment up there. Follow who else we have. I know some people stepped out, but that's okay. We're grateful for whenever you come through. If you see a name in the chat, go follow them. Y'all are all great people. We appreciate the support. And yeah, if you're here, you the ones.
Yeet.
Yeet.
Oh,
Any
man,
final thoughts?
I'm run through the rest of these comments, and I got nothing else left to say. It's all been said. It'll all be said again. Speaking of commentary, Nigel versus Brian at WrestleDream. That it's that's just next week on Dynamite, or at Grand. It's either on Dynamite or it's Grand Slam Dynamite, one of the two. But then it's Moxley and Darby Allin there. That might be. I think this match is just on Dynamite. Moxley and Darby Allin is on Grand Slam for Darby's #1 contendership, and then the winner will face Danielson at WrestleDream. JR voice was good. Need more barbecue sauce, though.
Oh man, I'll have to work on it. I'll have to work on it.
Oop, where's the lie? Roman is the true face of the company without the title. Nigel versus Brian one last time, bros. Desmond Wolf was, absolutely right, because Triple H batteries himself. Doesn't have anything planned for him during the WrestleMania. Yep. Yeet. And we're getting up to the time where he said in the documentary that he was 70% done with the WrestleMania card. So if that's his timetable, what are we doing?
I'm so fearful. It's
Cody.
Go ahead.
No, Cody, and yet he is the champion. We're supposed to believe he's the face of the company.
In his own mind, absolutely. But then even not that, because have you noticed about every 2 or 3 interviews he will have like a rare mode of honesty? Because he'll even say, like, on one breath he'll be like, I am your champion, but then in the next breath he'll be like, I'm so grateful, to be in this position from things that Roman Reigns said before me. I respect you. Sing along if you know the tune. I respect you. We have history. We went to hell and back. But here, oh my God, I'm getting nauseous. I can't. I gotta stop. The nausea.
It's just like
so terrible.
It's just like Sami Zayn.
Oh my gosh. I will say this is the first and probably only time I'll ever be happy to see Sami Zayn. But I was glad to see him on Raw when he came and basically saved the Hitman Bret Hart. That's the first and only time I've been excited to see him. I'm like, okay, even a broken clock is right twice a day. So, okay, that was nice. But, Bret's not going to be there every week. So next week he goes right back to getting slandered.
Yeet.
I saw your message, Jeff. I saw your message. I'm gonna clarify because I need a little bit more clarification. Oh, but I see you. Okay, I see what R-Truth was saying about Shannon Sharp's incident. That's all we're gonna say. First of all, why is R-Truth so crazy? Why was he watching so hard? I was like, because it took me a minute. I was like, I thought it was like made up. Anyone can make a fake tweet. And I was like, is this real? Like, I went and looked. I was like, oh, these are actual real tweets. I thought people were joking. It was like, oh, yeah. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm going to let you tell him. Sports. I'm going to let you tell him.
Shannon Sharp was went on his Instagram live, and just go look it up. Go look up his live, his IG live.
But turn the volume down.
Yeah.
Turn your volume down. Don't do this in front of kids or your parents. This is NSFW. Do not do this at work. Don't do this on your work phone. What in the world? I'm like, R-Truth, what are we doing here? Yeah, turn it down. Turn it down.
Oh.
Not the Samoan.
No. I think that one's comment of the night.
My face hurts because why would you say that? Oh my gosh. Y'all are so funny in this chat, I swear.
R-Truth
Oh
said he
my
was
gosh, my eyes are watering. I was like, first of all, I did not consent to seeing this. It just popped up on my feed because it was trending because people are weird. It was trending and I'm like, what in the world? And then I'm like, oh, okay. Turn the volume down. This is not what I was trying to see. With R-Truth all up in the comments. Like, what are we doing, Truth? What are we doing?
He's comparing the Hawk to a.
My
You don't even know what it means.
Oh,
R-Truth. He's a national treasure.
No, he did. I bet one of his kids probably had to explain that to him because I don't think he knows. Maybe he does. Who knows? Honestly, I'm surprised he even knew who Shannon Sharp was because usually he's mixing people up. I'm surprised he didn't think it was somebody else. Like, how do you know that Shannon Sharp? Are you sure? He mixes up everybody. Yeah, Jeff. Just like I said, turn the phone down. If you don't want to get embarrassed or questioned or looked at crazy, turn the volume down. They do need to take his phone, Kendall, because he's always wilding. He's living his best life. I'm not mad at it. Truth was. Oh, he was live too? Oh no. I thought so. He was not only in the comments, he was live himself. No, now that I have not seen, and I don't think I will. I'm just going to take your word for it. You know what? I trust you. I believe you. I don't think I need to verify this information. I believe you. I'm gonna take your word for it.
Oh my, that what a way to wrap this one up. No pun intended.
Right. It's just keep on coming.
I had one more.
Oh God, I did it too. Oh no, I did it too. Oh no. Anyway, we better go before we get banned or something. Oh, thank y'all for being here. Y'all are so funny. I swear, like my eyes are always watering from laughing. I'm getting crow's feet from laughing at y'all because y'all are so funny. Like y'all and Nick together, y'all are hilarious. I always have such a good time here. Our OGs, thank you for being here. Our new viewers, welcome. Don't forget to come back tomorrow. What do we have? Do we have shows going on tomorrow, Nick? What are they?
Oh, of course we do. I was looking for one of Brooke's comments from way back up. I'm sitting here scrolling for a hot minute. She was asking if she has to twist any arms, and yeah, I do work this weekend, Brooke. So arms will be twisted. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I will.
Oh no! Oh no! Don't go.
Oh, he was clapping. All right. Yes, we are back tomorrow for SmackDown, and might have to update the graphic with the USA one, with a screenshot of them telling me don't overthink it. And then of course, following SmackDown, we are back for Final Bell, and then who knows how late that will go. I do work at 9:00 on Saturday. Arms will be twisted. Good luck with Justin Fields. Justin Fields' era is underway. I'm all for it as long as he keeps doing what he needs to do. But yes, we will be back for tomorrow. SmackDown 8-ish. I'll be late as I was the last couple of weeks. The way that
Not scurried. Your vocab is so funny.
he
Scurried.
he was on the side clapping. That's it. That's the one. That's the one.
Oh my gosh, y'all are so funny, I swear.
Thank you guys. And
Yes.
yeah, we will be back tomorrow for SmackDown and post bell, final bell. Arms being twisted bell. And rolling on into the weekend and to do it all over again as we get into wrap up. No pun intended again. USA week or WWE week on USA. Clip that.
You know he will, Jeff. Don't you worry. He's gonna do it as soon as you get off of here. He's probably already started the process.
I'm sure. Yeah, CapCut will clip that for sure. I also sent the screenshot of the comment. I'm gonna send it to London, so I'm sure he'll appreciate that. But we appreciate everyone here in the comments. Subscribe to the YouTubes, the Twitch, the Twitters, Facebook, everything in between. We will be back tomorrow night for SmackDown from TribalReignMedia, Sleeper Sports Media. Martina Talks Wrestling. Nick, me, Martina, her, and that's it. We'll be back on Friday tomorrow at 8-ish for SmackDown. Acknowledge and subscribe.
Yes, acknowledge, but I do just want to say just one more thing. We are also, thank you, Brooke. Yes, please be here. Prayer circle, pray that we do get our OTC tomorrow. I'm prayerful. I'm hopeful. They said we're supposed to get him. So, thoughts and prayers, whoever you believe in, toss a prayer up to him because we need to see our OTC. We need him. Do we not? We need him. Literally, they need him. I know USA is like, no, for real, we literally need him because that's why they were so defensive in the comments because they know what it is. They know what it is. They know who the needle mover is. Ha. Don't overthink it. No, we didn't. We just read and use our eyes. It's not overthinking to read. Reading's not overthinking. Using your eyes and ears. No.
We think, we comprehend, and we speak the truth. No lies. Yeet. That's it.
That's it. Exactly. 3 hours. You're not going. If they extend it and don't bring Roman, I will cry. I will cry. I will cry. I might not cry on stream, but I will. Tears will be shed. I will have. Cody is gonna have to pass me that box of tissues.
And not by Cody this time.
No, that was Romy Rome. For a second, I thought that said Romney, like Mitt Romney. Romy Rome come through USA. Yeah, really. They got money. Y'all got money over there. So yes, I'm sorry. That was it. I just wanted to throw that out there. But I'm sorry.
Yes, we will be back tomorrow, Friday, 8 p.m. ish for SmackDown. And until then, we will see you tomorrow night. Peace.